everybody. It's Melissa with Meraki Healing Arts. Friday night tarot for Taurus. Give everyone a few minutes to get in the chat. And see what we have. All right, Taurus. Let's see. Where are we going first? All right, Taurus. Let's see what's hidden for Taurus. Being pulled to the Sacred Rebels Oracle for our first read for Taurus. Let's see what we have. Let's see what comes out. What is Taurus going through at the moment? Spirits, guides, and ancestors give us the cards we need to see for the greatest and highest good of the Taurus Collective. Angels, guides, ancestors, and starseeds give us the cards we need to see for the Taurus Collective. All right, Taurus, you got a few out. First card out is card number 13, Power of Attraction. Right now, Taurus, you are being seen as magnetic. Whatever you're doing, you're in the energy of pulling in a divine partnership. Look at all that magnetic energy around you. You're emitting it, whether you've met this person or not. You're emitting the energy to call in a divine connection. Whoever is sitting in the female energy is very intuitive, very emotional. And the male, whoever's in the male energy, is very focused, clear-eyed, clear-visioned, and focused. But look at all that sacred geometry and energy in between the two of you. Beautiful. The next card out. Every journey starts with a single step. Let's see. I have to cover up the card. It's a female on the card, and she's bare-chested, which usually is very vulnerable. Not afraid to show your true and authentic self to the world. Hello, Noelle. Welcome in. I had a beautiful day. Thank you. So this is sort of the fool's journey. You're being vulnerable and authentic, and you're ready to step off on a new adventure, whatever that is. And the next card is card number 11, Diving for Light. So going withinward. Thank you. Appreciate that. Going inward and seeking your own light, your own guidance, your own intuition, Taurus. Let's see what else we have. Who's that? Era Howard. Hello, hon. Welcome in. I just started the Taurus read for anyone who missed the first 3 cards. It's been a beautiful read so far. The first card was the Power of Attraction. Taurus, male or female, you're sitting in a very magnetic energy, calling in a divine partnership. The next card was Every Journey Starts with a Single Step. It's a female bare-chested, so she's very vulnerable, authentic, setting off on the fool's journey. So ready for a new chapter in your life. Maybe you've closed out old cycles. And the next card was diving for light. So going within, seeking your own intuition, guidance, your own inner light, your own peace. This is the Sacred Rebels deck. Angels, guides, ancestors, and starseeds. Give us the message we need to see. What's the current energy for Taurus? Current energy for Taurus General Collective. Cards are flipping all around sideways. Little chaotic energy. Yeah. Maybe someone's got your head in a spin. All right, we've got when it flew out. Be the hunter, not the hunted. Using your wisdom and your discernment, every time that I have an owl pop out in a reading, I'm reminded that they can see clearly. They can see things that are hidden in the dark. You kind of peep all situations. You can see far into the night, so far into the hidden realms. See into people's hidden motives, sometimes things they're not even aware that they're projecting. And every time I see an owl, I'm also reminded, keep your head on a swivel. An owl can rotate their head darn near backwards. So if you don't know, keep your head on a swivel is a reminder to be aware of who you keep in your inner circle. There may be people around you that you feel you don't know if you can trust yet. When it's telling you to be the hunter, not the hunted, that's a reminder to protect your energy. You want to go after the things that you desire. Make a decisive plan of action. Be mindful of your words, deeds, and actions and what you're emitting. All of that energy, that geometric pattern of light with the heart chakra and really over the whole body. Be mindful of the energy that you are emitting to others. What signal are you giving out to help call in the energy of that divine partnership, if that's where your head is at? Doesn't mean that you're out on the prowl, like on Tinder, swiping left, swiping right. But it's just a mindfulness of knowing what kind of a partnership that you want, what you're looking for in a mate, what your must-haves or your non-negotiables are. So an awareness with a word of caution to protect yourself and be aware of who's in your inner circle. Try to see what's hidden. Angels, guides, ancestors, starseeds. Give us some more clarity. What does Taurus need to know? What does Taurus need to know? What is this? The Skiing Saru. Hello. Wow. Yeah, two more cards of needing to call in protection, Taurus. So this particular card, there's a female on the card, and she's holding up a new vine, a new plant that's growing. She has a butterfly on her shoulder that's green. And butterflies always are a symbol of transformation. You've went through a process of being in the cocoon and being in the gunk and going through, maybe some dark night of the soul crap. And with new birth, it says new birth guarded vigilantly. So whatever new version of yourself or whatever new life it is that you're working on creating, it is another reminder to guard that vigilantly. So if you have a new partnership, be private and protective about that. Not everyone needs to know your business. Not everyone wishes you well. If you have a new creative idea with a business project, or art or music that you're creating, whatever that is, it's in its infancy, and you're being told to guard that. So, I always look at the owl as a reminder to protect yourself. Use your vision to see what's hidden. New birth, and telling you to guard that vigilantly. And the next card out is defend to the end the worthwhile. And there's another owl there on the headdress, on her headdress. So 3 reminders to protect yourself with whatever it is that you're creating and building, the life that you're creating and building. If you have a new partnership that you're calling in or something new that you're creating, be very, very mindful of who you let in to your inner circle. If you are creating your dream life, your home, your business, be mindful of who you would allow in as a partner. Take things slow, get to know someone. Do their words and actions match? And again, if you're building a new life, building a new partnership, be protective of that, because not everyone wishes you well. Sometimes people will see that you're, yeah, definitely protect the life that you're building. If you have, and definitely if you have a new child that you've just given birth to, defend and protect that child. All right, what else do we have? We have a couple that flew out. Oh, that's lovely. Okay, it's not really showing anything. Her arm is kind of covering it, but we have a female on the card, and it says, follow your own rhythm. Card number 5. A 5 is all about changes, transformation, which we had with the butterfly. Following your own rhythm, if you have anything new in your life, new parent, new partnership, new business, new creative idea. Sometimes when we have added in another person to our lives, be that a child, a partner, or our business, which is our baby, those changes can kind of knock us off of our rhythm. It's a whole new reality, additional responsibilities, and someone else to consider. It's a gentle reminder to follow your own rhythm, and what I'm hearing is don't allow others to pressure you on, if it's a new relationship, don't allow others to pressure you on how swiftly you should move, how swiftly you should share about your relationship, how swiftly you're comfortable with getting serious. If it's about being a new parent, making your own routine, your own schedule, and knowing, something as simple as family all want to visit. They want to hold the baby. They want to see the baby, this and that. And it's certainly your right as a new parent to be a little protective of your alone time, to bond with your child, and to kind of get into the groove of your routine and your new responsibilities. So in any situation that's new, that you're creating a new life for yourself, boundaries are important for your own peace and your own well-being and mental wellness. And the next card out is Shock of the New, card number 6. Yeah. So she's got, yeah, beautiful. So with the flowers, the sunflowers coming out of her head, she has a lot of happy thoughts and things are growing. Creation with the music. Um, there's sacred geometry over the third eye and the throat chakra. So for some of you, this is, some kind of new creation where you're using your intuitive abilities and speaking those out to the universe. It could be music, art, any kind of artistic creation. And you're just getting used to the new version of you that's speaking up for yourself. Doesn't have to be in creation, in the new life that you're creating. You're finding your way and getting over the shock of the new, and trusting yourself to use your own voice to speak up for yourself. What's interesting is she has these false eyelashes under her right eye that look like they're made out of metal, but really, when you first glance at it, it looks like tears streaming down her face. So you could have mixed emotions. You could be going through an emotional time. I know a lot of people deal with, if you're a new mom, you can certainly be happy with a new child in your life or a new partner in your life, but it can be overwhelming. You could have moments where you're dealing with some postpartum emotions. And if you are, then certainly make sure that you speak with someone, speak with a doctor, a medical provider, a counselor, if you feel challenged by that. Angels, guides, ancestors, and star seeds, give us the message we need to hear for Taurus. General Collective, give us the message we need to see for Taurus. Theskeen, are you a single mother? Do you have support around you? You've been going postpartum due to the negative influence of others. Yeah, I felt that you feel alone. First time mother, you have your partner, but you have a negative influence of others around you. So not well supported by family or others. Oh, beautiful. Yeah. The next card is, I have to cover her up because she's showing her chest there. In the world, not of the world. For many of you, if you see all the fish down here on the bottom, you're learning new things. You have a lot of guides around you. You see that group of fish as a school of fish. So really a big time of learning for you. And you're being guided in the world, not of the world. You're being guided to value your spirituality, your personal growth, your intuition, your connection with the divine, understanding that we're all part of a cosmic unity, and you're feeling separate from the typical worldly things of being attached to money, fame, keeping up with the Joneses kind of thing is what I'm feeling. You're a much more spiritual person. She's got a little bit fiery temperament. Wise individual, male or female, wise individual, pearls of knowledge all through her hair, just surrounding her. And the next card is number 33, Heaven Sent. So who in the room is a life path 33? Is there anyone in the room who's a life path 33? Highly spiritual person. If you're not, you may want to check into the birth date of your child as well, if you're guided to do that. In any event, you are receiving a huge amount of downloads from your angels, guides, and ancestors. Any partnerships that are coming into your life or that you're calling into your life with the first card out in that read, the power of attraction. Be mindful of what it is that you're calling in. Ask for clarity and discernment to know anyone who tries to enter into your life. If this person was sent for your greatest and highest good. Seems like a powerful connection that you're calling in if you aren't already in it. That could be very spiritually supportive to enlightened individuals on that first card. So anything else for this particular read? Angels, guides, ancestors, starseeds. Give us the message we need to see. Can you close this message, please, with 3 cards for Taurus? And close this message with 3 cards for Taurus. With clarity. Not this deck. Not this deck. All right, let's go to Wisdom of the Hidden Realms. Angels, guides, ancestors. There we go. There's 2. Oh, wow. Okay. Final card for clarity. Final card for clarity, please, for Taurus. There we go. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, so the final 3 for this particular read. That could be your ancestors passing on their spiritual legacy to you. Yes, that could be. That's a huge influx of information on that card. That was quite a lot of light and downloads coming in. So if you're going through that, that could feel a bit overwhelming, depending on how long you've been on your spiritual path and your spiritual journey. I mean, that was just quite a lot. So the final 3 cards out in this read were the Camel Boy, small steps, and asking for help. Okay, so everything that I'm getting from this particular card. Yeah. So we've got a young boy on the camel, so male or female, kind of like the feeling Page of Wands with this. You're taking action, but if you're riding on a camel, Know that the journey that you're on may take some time. If it's spiritual ascension or downloads coming in, remember to hydrate and eat well. It will take a lot out of you. And a reminder to call for help in the 3D world if you need moral support, financial support, therapists, things of that nature, or a spiritual guide or mentor that you trust. And as well, call on your angels, guides, and ancestors for help if you're going through a spiritual and ascension process, any big new creative endeavor or partnership. And the next card is the Lady in the Mirror, reflection and non-judgment. So don't be so harsh with yourself. Give grace to yourself as you're reflecting back your own thoughts and ideas of this new version of you that you're becoming. I'm hearing in the becoming, which we're always in the becoming, no matter how much we heal, how much we ascend or advance, how much we unblock, how many downloads we're getting. We're always continuing to reflect and grow and learn more. But it's a reminder that any reflection on yourself, try not to be so judgmental on yourself. Give yourself grace for the process that you're going through. And the next card is the River Queen, flow, letting go, and natural movement. Kind of a restating of, where was that card? Yeah. In this one, follow your own rhythm. And this one, flow, letting go, and natural movement. So kind of a going with the flow of life, setting your own time, your own pace for your project or the changes that you're going through. Don't let others rush you. Don't put huge time limits on yourself for how fast something should happen, or an attachment to an outcome. Just kind of go with the flow and let things evolve on their own for whatever new partnership or creative endeavor that you're in. So, all right, that was the first pull for Taurus. Let's see. Let's get, all right, our second card pull. Let's look at the next, let's look at the next 1 to 3 months using the divine doorways to see what we might expect. What new energetic doorways are opening for Taurus in the next 1 to 3 months? Let's see. Bramble barrier. Address obstacles head on and don't be discouraged. Clear your path. So you may have some obstacles to achieving the kind of life that you are desiring. Don't leave them unattended. It's telling you to remove the brambles. So brambles are never fun. It's the thorny side of life. So that could be people, places, things that are a nuisance, a challenge, or an irritant to your life. Don't be discouraged by having to remove people, places, and things from your life if necessary. And don't avoid. Don't avoid. And why do we have that reminder? So we've had three reminders to protect your energy and your new creations. And bramble barrier would talk about removing obstacles, people, places, and things that don't align with you, or would hinder your progress. That'll be different for everyone. There was that reminder with the third eye geometry and the throat chakra lit up on that card to use your intuition and your voice to speak up for yourself when you need to. We have many options. Each door you open adds more to your experience. Endless potential. And it's a little hard to see, but it's doorway after doorway after doorway. Your mother-in-law and sister-in-law has been a thorn. Yeah. Yeah, that can be. So the challenge with that is communicating, using your intuition for thinking ahead of what their opinions and projections are going to possibly be. And okay, what I'm seeing is a script, like you're rehearsing. So you may want to talk with your partner and talk about some of the issues with the family that might be affecting your relationship or your home life, and say, ask your partner to support you in these ways, X, Y, Z. If your mom or the sister-in-law says this, will you support me by, and then asking, would you do this? Would you support me by saying this? Would you support me by, if I say this, you'll back me up? Kind of seeing like a role play and a rehearsal with that script of, you may want to think ahead before any interactions with them of, this is the game plan. This is what we're going in with. This is how we're going to show up as a united front. And it's not like a military offensive. You're trying to keep things calm and even keeled while still maintaining your own opinions and boundaries. So that might be helpful, is to think through any potential issues that you might have and ask each other how you could best support each other. So sometimes family means well, but they can only see it their way. There's their way, and they have a hard time conceding that you're the parent and your way is you're the parents of the child. So if you're not doing anything harmful to the child, angels, guides, ancestors, and starseeds. What else we have? Lofty goals. Pursue your aspirations and seek personal elevation. Reach higher. Wow. I don't know why. So this, looking through this doorway about achieving your goals, I know it's a castle in the background that you can see if you go through that doorway, but I'm literally seeing a big old cake, like a cake decorating business. That's literally what it looks like to me. So I don't know if that means anything to anyone out there, but whatever it is, this castle in the sky dream that you have a vision in your mind's eye of what it is that you want to create. It seems like a very big, far away goal, but it's actually much closer in the forefront than what you're imagining. It's not really that far away. Confirmation, it's telling you to pursue those aspirations and dreams. keep trying to elevate yourself and reach higher. So get past the limiting mindset that you have on what you can create, kind of life you can create. Anything else that we should be aware of for Taurus coming in the next 1 to 3 months? Oh, I'm glad that helped you. I'm glad that helped you. I hope so. Partnerships are tricky enough when you add in the family issues. That can be difficult. And if you discuss this with your partner beforehand, you know, then neither of you feel caught off guard. You both know what to expect from each other. And if you come at each other with a, you know, a gentle tone and, you know, I just want this to be the best for everyone, that your desire is to parent in your own way and still have a friendly relationship with the other with the extended family members, but that you want to assert your rights as the parent without needing to get into arguments. You know, sometimes that pre-planning of the conversations can be helpful. Angels, guides. Oh, we'll take that flipper. Yeah, I just said limiting mindset. So with that lofty goals that you have, whatever it is that you're wanting to create, it's shiny facade. The next card is find what truly matters and break free from limitations, avoid illusions. I was just saying with the lofty goals, that card, pursue your aspirations, seek personal elevation and reach higher. And I said it was, you know, coming up in my mind of that whatever that is that you're trying to create seems so far into the future, but it really isn't as far off as you think. And that final card that came out was shiny facade. Find what truly matters and break free from limitations and avoid illusions. So on that particular doorway, talking about the limiting mindsets and breaking free from that, you know, those bars on that door are so thin, so thin, that really I don't think it would be difficult at all to remove those bars if that's a limiting mindset on you know, whatever you can achieve or create, or the kind of life that you can create, the peace that you can create in your life, the love that you can create in your life, the abundance you can create in your life, whatever it is. Don't fall prey to the illusion that there's limitations on you from having the kind of life that you desire. I mean, those bars on there look so thin. It just looks like you really could just about slip them up out of the pegs is what I'm getting. You could slip them up out of the pegs, or you could bend them very easily. So you could bend your own perception and people's perceptions very easily to see that so a shiny facade, something appearing better than it is. So you know, okay, here's what I'm getting. Maybe the family could be totally off on this. Maybe the family puts on certain airs that of perfection. They expect a bit of perfection. There's a bit of perfectionism there. And that no one's life is perfect. No one's life is perfect. That's a facade to think that it is. So, wow. Yep. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. So it could be over simple matters as how you keep house, the cleanliness of your house. I'm seeing someone with a white glove. So maybe you feel like you have to look perfect. Your house has to look perfect. You have to parent the way they say. You have to, present a certain way. And you've just given birth to this child. And, you're trying to bond. You're trying to get into your routine. That's totally okay. And homes are meant to be lived in and loved in. I know some people are very, very neat, clean, and tidy. Um, but once you get kids, a whole lot of that is kind of thrown out the window. Your lives are not going to be tidy. There's going to be a lot of chaos. There's going to be baby spit up and toys everywhere. And, some days where the baby's crying and you can't even get a minute to get a shower for yourself. So, if you're feeling that you have to put on this shiny facade and you have to be perfect for them, you really don't. You really don't. You have to take care of yourself, take care of your child, and then take care of your relationship with your partner and your home. And that is what you need to do. But your own mental health and physical health are key. Those are more valuable than anything, because if you've brought a new child into the world, you're needed so that you can take care of that child. Now, for those of you that this doesn't apply to, and it's not a child, but it's a new partnership or a new creative endeavor that you have made, same applies. Watch for limiting mindsets, look at what truly matters, and perfectionism is not all that it's cracked up to be. Be your authentic self. So, me, myself, and I. Hello, how are you doing? I finished 2 reads for Taurus. This is a general collective. And you can always go back and watch it. Sometimes my posts take a while to, or my lives take a while to post up. I don't know why it processes so slowly. Hey, Jessie, welcome in, hon. All right. I've done 2 different readings, and I'm going on to the 3rd general collective for Taurus. And I'm going to use the deep dive. The deep dive is usually what's hidden. What's hidden? What's hidden? What is hidden for Taurus? What's hidden? What are we avoiding, Taurus? Are we avoiding anything right now? Anything at all? Or any surprises coming from the universe? Could be negative or positive. What's hidden? Let's hope for happy surprises. Hey, Rose, how are you? You can actually book a reading. I wanted to do minis last weekend and I didn't. I had a death in the extended family, so I did not do that. I'm not going to answer personal questions. Hey, thank you for subscribing. If you want me to answer personal questions, I'm going to do mini reads this weekend. You can look for a post on that. I'm just going to do a general collective for Taurus tonight, and then I'm doing Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius after this. So that's okay. No worries. No worries. Okay, so we're on the deep dive. This is the 3rd pull for Taurus. It's a general collective. We did have, that's interesting, in that first read, we had that you're in a magnetic energy right now, working on attracting a divine partnership. The first card out in this spread, Unified Flames. So not necessarily a romantic relationship, but connections with others amplify your light and lead to greater achievements, mutual support. So in the energy, again, of very magnetic energy, your light can be seen by others. Your connections with others are helping you to shine brighter and be your more authentic self. And leading to greater achievements. You feel a sense of mutual support with the people that you're in connection and community with, whether that's online or in your real life. So that's always a wonderful thing. And the next card out is Unknown Path. Accept uncertainty and welcome unexpected adventures with courage. Uncharted journey. So a real fool's moment. Did we not have that in the first spread? I believe we did. We had a fool's moment. Similar. Yeah, we sure did. So this I love. This read is just confirming what the first read had. So that first read had the power of attraction as the first card. This one has unified flame. So you're magnetically attracting, whether it's a romantic partner or community, you're attracting in like-minded individuals. You're in a beautiful vibration to attract in soul tribe members and potential healthy partnership. So that's beautiful. And then the second card in both for the spread, the first spread and this third spread. So the next card, I have to cover on this one because she was bare chested. So very much a fool's journey. Every journey begins with a single step. That was from the first pull. And here we are with our third pull, unknown path, accept uncertainty and welcome unexpected adventures with courage, uncharted journey. So fool's journey. So starting off on something new, this could be a new job, a new creative endeavor. We had a new mom in the chat, first time mother. So that's whole new uncharted territory. I just love how those reads were, the cards were showing, similar info. So you know what, I'm going to lay them out like this, and I've got the first read and the third read and see how things, if we get more mirroring from the reads here. So just, I guess, a confirmation of the energy that the Taurus Collective is in right now. Next card. So this is still using the Deep Dive Oracle. And we have, yeah, delicate guide. Growth often happens in the shadows before it is fully realized in the light. Seek your source. Again, a mirroring in the reads. First read, diving for light, going within, seeking your own inner guidance. Third read, delicate guide. Growth often happens in the shadows before it is fully realized in the light. Seek your source. So, diving for light and telling you to seek your source. Wow. Similar, very, very similar. I love this. I love this. So we're just getting confirmations. Spirit is telling you, go within, seek source, get connected. Angels, guides, ancestors, and star seeds. Give us the cards we need to see. Give us the cards we need to see for the Taurus Collective. Looking at a 1 to 3 month window, please. 1 to 3 month window. Give us the cards we need to see. Okay, are we letting those go? Okay. Okay. Yep. Okay. So, first card pull, we had be the hunter, not the hunted. I told you with the owl. Owls can see what's hidden in the dark. Every time I have an owl, I'm always being reminded, keep your head on a swivel. That means be aware of everyone that's around you. Who are you really allowing into your circle? Be cautious and aware of what you're emitting with all of that, like a aura, starlight around you. What are you emitting? What are you projecting out into the universe? And when it says be the hunter, not the hunted, reminder, what are you calling in with your energy? What are you sending out into the universe? Know what you want. Know what signals you're giving off. The card, so fourth card in the third pull, mirroring that first pull, dark wisdom. Find strength and clarity in solitude. Trust the value of insights you gain. Silent watch. Silent watcher. Well, not always silent, but watching in the dark. Peeping what's going on with others. Being aware. Just being aware. A reminder to kind of protect yourself and watch. what people do. Do their words and actions align? All right. Okay. And the next card out for our third pull was honor memories. Let remembering comfort you. Knowing reflection can bring healing and closure, finding solace. This feels a little heavy. For some of you, you've lost someone recently in your life, or you're feeling a loss of someone, maybe someone who is gone in spirit. For others of you, this is a parent who's not in your life right now, and you wish that you had their support. The poppies are always remembrance. Remembrance of someone who was lost, and it was usually not a pretty passing. Hi, Eleanor. Thank you for the comments on my hair. I love it too. a new, much bolder color. So when I went to dye it this time, I wanted something bolder, and I was actually going to a funeral for, she wasn't really my mother-in-law, but they all called me, sis-in-law. We were never married. My partner who passed away, he's been gone almost 4 years. His mom just passed away a week or so ago, and we just had her funeral yesterday. So her favorite color was hot pink. So I added this red, very magenta, hot pinky red color to my hair. So yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much. So yeah. So back to the card. I appreciate that. Thank you. So the card was honor memories. Let remembering comfort you. Knowing reflection can bring healing and closure, and finding solace. So if you're missing someone in your life, whether they have passed on and are in the spirit realm, or if they're just not currently in your life for whatever reason, you're separated for whatever reason, just know that no one can take your memories. No one can take your memories of that person. Good, bad, then you may have a mix of both. Anytime that someone is no longer in our lives, everyone has a duality to them. But no one can take the memories of the time that you shared with your person. If you're, and honestly, I thought, no, you won't forget. You won't forget. As time goes by, you may forget some of the things that your person, funny things they said or things that they did. And it was helpful to me to keep kind of a little journal. And as I would remember things, my partner had the craziest sayings, off the wall stuff. He liked to joke around all the time and liked to sing all the time. And somewhere in like that first or second year, it was like the memories were fading a little bit of some of the crazy things he would say that made me laugh and made me happy. So I started writing them down when I would remember them. And when I was down in the dumps, I would look at that, and it was such a comfort, such a joy to remember that. So no shame in that. It doesn't make you sappy. It doesn't make you broken. It makes you human, to want to honor memories of people who are no longer in our lives. So if you're doing that, I wish you peace, whether your person is in spirit or just not in your life in the way that you wish them to be. And if you ever want to talk about ways that you can remember a passed on loved one, or honor their memory, I'm your girl. I lead a grief group, and I don't talk about it all the time because it tends to bum people out. But the year my partner died, I went through 15 deaths in 8 months' time. So yeah, if you're grieving someone, I'm your girl. I'm your girl. Death does not freak me out. Freaks people out when I talk about it, but it doesn't freak me out. All right, anything else for Taurus? We're on card pull number 3, looking at 1 to 3 month window, angels, guides, and ancestors, looking ahead in the deep dive. What else do we have for Taurus? Thank you for the likes, everyone. I appreciate it. How's everyone doing tonight, by the way? Oh, we got a flipper. We got 2 flippers. Ooh, vivid splendor. Trust your ability to shine. Make a positive impact by being true to yourself. Bold confidence. So a little bit of peacocking. You just chilling, Ryan? I like that. Hi, Miss Tori. So Taurus, you're being reminded to peacock a little. Don't be afraid to shine your light and be who you are and show off your true, authentic self. We have that. Yeah. 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 Thought we had that in one of the other reads. There was a talk of authenticity in one of the other reads. But really, really stepping into your bold Taurus, or if you have any fire in your chart, a reminder to really, really just be yourself and shine. The energy and the light that you carry is a huge impact on others. So don't be afraid to just be your own self. Speak your truth. Speak from the heart of your experience in life. Very nice to meet you too, hon. All right. And healing power. No matter how fragmented you feel, you regenerate and emerge stronger, recover and rebuild. And it's the starfish on the card, which if you don't know about starfish, it's literally, you know, they can have a mishap and lose part of their body, and it'll just regenerate and regrow. So you may feel like you went through quite a bit of a process of healing, physical, emotional, spiritual. I know that however broken or fragmented you might feel, having went through those experiences, you can regenerate and emerge stronger. It's just a reminder to keep going. You will recover and rebuild in time. So that, unfortunately, was our hour of time I set aside for Taurus. I am scheduled to go read for Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. So if you join me, I'm going to take a quick couple-minute break, and I'll be right back with those reads. Thank you, Miss Tori. All right. So if you have that as placements in your chart, come right back. I'll be right back with those 3 reads. That's okay, Jesse. You hit the replay, sweetie. It was just 3 reads, and I am coming back for Aries, Leo, and Sag in just a minute. I'm going to take a quick restroom break. I'm not ashamed to say that. And fill up my water bottle, and then I'll be right back on, okay? All right, thank you.